Oh, there you guys go. I forgot to hit go live. Good evening, everyone. This is Miss Shirley, the OG gardener here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Zone 6B. And welcome this evening to Thursday Night Live. If you're watching the replay, please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. Also, hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of any new videos I might upload. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I see a new person here, Spider Pig. Thank you for coming in to my live this evening. I don't believe I've ever seen you before. If you have a channel, would you please put it in the state and the grow zone? Psalms 146. I know what you're doing, girlfriend. You taking care of your family. You in there cooking up deliciousness dinner. All right. Joshua Gabriel, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Deborah Garrett, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you so much. Country Hustle, what's up? 101. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. I know everybody gonna be saying hello to one another. It's been a pleasant day here today. It started out a little cool this morning, a little crisp. But we're in September here in Ohio, so we're in cooler temperature territory, so to speak. The highest it's been today was 74. So it was warm only if you were out in the sun. If you were in the shade, it was comfortable. And I kind of enjoyed it. I went out today to look at my garden. I hadn't been home for the last 4 days. I've been at my granddaughter's house help watching the great grandbaby. And I came back today and when I went through the yard, I was killing little green worms from on my brassicas from the that little white. It's not a butterfly; it's a moth. And I actually found a little green bugs. And see, I'm not squirmy about bugs. Was squishing them right on the leaves. Um, I don't know if it was a deer or a groundhog. They ate every single leaf off my melon that I had growing in the backyard, and it was doing so beautiful, full of blossoms. They left the blossoms, but they ate every single leaf off of it. I actually did a video on it. I was checking my green stock. It's coming along. I got a lot of stuff there I need to thin out. Um, Also, I watered some plants. My Miwok kumquat, they still swelling up. So hopefully I get a chance to taste a real kumquat off my own plant before the cold weather sets in. I think our last frost date is like November the 16th, which is coming up real soon. So I hope the weather stays warm enough for it to go to fruition. All right. Um, and I actually been pulling up my tomato plants. They did not produce well this year. This is the first time in all the years I've been gardening that I had such an epic failure on tomatoes. I think it was mainly because it was a watering issue. We had a pretty dry spring in the first half of the summer. So I'm just pulling them out. And every time I did get some tomatoes that was growing really nice, before I can really get a chance to enjoy 'em, the deer came and ate them. Just like I only got two squash off my squash plants. So I look forward to next year. Right now I am looking forward to my brassicas growing. My green stock is they doing pretty good up in there. And I've been putting seeds from other things in other areas. So we're gonna see which one's gonna make it to harvest. That's what I'm looking at. Everybody saying hello to one another. Hey, Lawrence Garden, how are you? And more. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Um, for the ones that are in the chat right now who are content creators, have you seen the question that I have posted for tonight? The question is, we as content creators, do you feel that your information is useful to others? And the only reason I brought this question up is because at some points, I have friends who know I'm an avid gardener. They know me quite a long time and they know I've always had a garden. Why do they ask you questions and then don't pay attention to the advice you give it to them? And then when it doesn't work out, they're like, well, you told me. I say, no, that's not what I told you. That's what you decided to do. I told you to do X, Y, and Z. Sometimes I have even written it down and they come back and say, it didn't work. And I tell them, I guess it didn't because that's not what I told you to do. And like I have a girlfriend who come over and she loves my cherry tomatoes that I grow. And then she grows a nice garden too. She says, my garden does, my tomatoes don't taste like your tomatoes. Well, there's quite a few factors that can fit in with that. One, we're not using the same soil. We're not using the same fertilizers. I might get more sun where mine is placed compared to yours. And I told her, I said, I plant my veggies with love. What do you plant your veggies with? And she kind of looked at me like a deer caught in headlights. It does make a difference the same way when you cook. Laura said, I would hope so. Yeah, we all do. We will hope so. But how much of it do they pay attention to actually? Hey, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. What's up, boo? Glad to see you made it in this evening. Yeah, we all would hope so. Wait a minute. Is that G quiet? What you doing there, girl? Isn't it past your bedtime? Hi, Miss Shirley and everyone in chat watching on TV, but won't be able to speak to everyone individually. That's okay. You stopped in. We appreciate that. Love sprinkled with patience. True that. True that. Yeah. Thank you for stopping in, G Quiet. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed your live today. I really wanted to snatch that jean coat though. That jean jacket was my taste. You know what I'm saying? That was nice. Oh, yes, indeedy. It was sharp. Yeah. Yeah, would you say pass it? I know it's way past it, girl. I was trying to take, I missed you Saturday because I had dozed off and took a I normally take a nap between 2 and 4. That's the time when I had the baby. We normally take a nap together. She likes to crawl up in my arms. We both go to sleep for a minute. So, yeah. And a dash of pass beat down. Yeah. Anytime, huh? Anytime. Um, yeah. I had a neighbor the other day. She was like, "What are you gonna plant in the garden next year?" And I was like, "Let next year get here first. You know, one thing at a time." Yeah. And I changed my mind 1,000 times. Have you ever sat down and planned your garden, and then when you start hitting the stores, you start seeing different veggies or something that seemed interesting, and you're like, maybe I'll try that instead of this, and that and the third. And now that I have been frequenting my farmers market, we got a lot of farmers who sell starts for little to nothing. And I got an EBT card. Ain't no shame in my game. Anytime I can eat, for free, I'm picking up everything. Yeah, and they had some good plants out there this past summer. Like, slow down. Yeah. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner, how are you? Thank you, thank you. I'm feeling so much better. I finally started getting my energy back. My great grandbaby is walking now, and she walks a little bit, then she runs. And my other family members look at me like, "Are you gonna chase her?" I was like, "No, them days is over." My granddaughter's going on 34 years old. I ain't about to chase her baby. I said, "Come here." Or all I gotta do is get some food, a cookie, something. She'll come right back. Yeah, she like, yeah. Every time she see me, she got her mouth open, cause she know I feed her. Yeah, yeah, I do. I don't, like I said, ain't no shame in my game. I will snatch up starts. I will drop seeds. Believe that. But if I see some nice, healthy starts that's gonna give me a jump on my season, I'm snatching them up and I'm planting them, and I'm still dropping seeds. It's probably the same kind of seeds, but when you stagger your planting, you get more out of your seeds, especially if you have a season as short as ours, well, at least as short as mine, because I was listening to Cece today. She's getting prepping for a storm, but she was showing all the stuff that's already coming up. She's in Texas. It's still warm there. They still got a couple more months of good weather coming. And people in Georgia, their season is a lot more extended than ours. So in our little short season, we try to cram in everything we can. And I hope that what we plant that we'll make it before we get a sudden cold snap or a sudden blizzard overnight, because that does happen here. Yep. Yeah, succession planning. Yeah, we used to plan every 2 weeks something to keep something coming up. And hopefully, even if you get bad weather, that what didn't come up before was already up, might get destroyed because of the weather, but then the stuff you plant 2 weeks later just now germinating and might be able to fair whatever's going on, and you might get something out of your crop. That's why I haven't stopped. You see, in my video, I had finally got a cropping of tree collards. I haven't been able to get them because between the deer and the groundhogs and stuff, they kept eating them. I mean, they was eating them down ground level, and I just kept replanting them, and I was able to, I don't know, wear them down or they found somewhere else to go, but I actually got my first harvesting from my tree collards, and it's still growing. I still might get a second cropping. So I don't give up. Sometimes you get a little discouraged because your garden might not be producing as fast as you want, or they don't get as big as you had anticipated on. But as long as you drop something and put forth the effort to do so, that's the bottom line of it all. Because every year is not going to be the best year. You know, a lot of folks have problems this year with their hornworm. Their hornworm, he was on the lookout, and that vine borer. Oh my goodness, people was just snatching out plants. So they was doing surgery. They was cutting open the stems and taking tweezers and pulling that out their little larvae and stuff, and taping up stuff and trying. I mean, you got to be a surgeon when you go out in your garden sometimes. Like I said earlier, I have brassicas and I started seeing little holes in the leaves of my mustards and turnips. And I flipped them over and I seen that little green worm trying to hang on the edge so you blend in. I rolled his butt right off between my fingers and smushed them. I was like, I'm going to wash my hands with soap and water, but I was cleaning off all them little bugs because I got too many brassicas starting. I got mustards, collards, turnips out there. You ain't doing me like that. You're not going from one level to the next in my green stock and wiping out. I work too hard to get all that dirt in that green stock. And for you to come out here and enjoy my garden before I do, I was like, no. And I actually put some winter, what they call it, snow fencing around my green stock after all the leaves disappeared off my melon plant. I was like, yeah. Yep, I see everybody saying hello to one another. Maria Graham, I can't wait to get my quilt. I can't wait to get my quilt. I'm so happy. I want it. I'm just, you just don't know how excited I am about this quilt. We win all kinds of prizes. We win some money and we win some seeds, but that's a big prize. And I'm really excited and looking forward to. I'm almost teary-eyed about it because it's just when someone makes something from their heart and their hands, to me, that's the highest form of flattery or comment that you can pass that on to someone else, whether it's a gift or prize or you sell it or whatever. That piece has been done with love, and you got a piece that you might have forever. I might be able to pass that down to my great granddaughter. I'm looking forward to getting this and sporting it and being a butt, but but I'm gonna show it off. Oh, backyard garden, Flo. I'm sorry if I didn't say something to you earlier. Sometimes I get to chit chatting and forget where I'm at, and forget to look back in the chat and say hello to the ones who eased on in here. We have 6 months of summer in South Carolina. See, we don't have that here. Um, we are lucky here in my part of Ohio in 6B to get stuff in the ground. You really have to start your plants on the inside because sometimes it might not warm up until almost Memorial Day. Because we do get sudden night freezes just out the clear blue and blizzards. Our winter's not always over after February. Actually, January and February is normally the worst part of our winter here in Ohio, in Cleveland anyway. I know, excuse me, you Grow Row, Gina versus Gina, and Vision Preparedness, GMA, y'all a little further south than we are. So sometimes it's warmer down there than it is up here and vice versa. And the same way with snow and ice. Sometimes you guys get it first, and then we catch it, or it'll come from us and go down that way. But either way, we're in a cold tolerant area. I will put it in the mail tomorrow. Ooh! Oh, you'll know when I get it. I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna be all over the place. Good evening. Passionately intrigued us. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody keep trying to steal my hat that you gave me. I was like, no, this was something that was made with love. If you notice most of my videos lately, I had that hat off because I done got so many compliments off of it. I had it on my head once and I went to the store and I forgot. And everybody was like, ooh. And I was like, what? What? Then I forgot. I was like, oh, this whole thing? Thank you. You know how us old folks can. Yeah, we can be like that. Yeah, we can be extreme. My great grandbaby, she kept trying to. They got the house baby proof. They got plug covers and everything. So she's walking now. She's walking down the hallway, and there's a night light in the hallway. So she walks over to it. She's trying to pull it out. I tell her no. And she looked at me and looked down and just like totally dissed me and still grabbed it. So I popped the little fingers. And she looked up at me and went back and still tried to pull it out. I popped the little fingers again, this time a little harder. She leaned back and looked at me like, hit me again. I smacked them fingers and she jumped back and looked at me. And she's like, and went on about her business. It was out. It took all I could to keep from busting out laughing. I was like, this generation, what is this, alpha or whatever? It's a whole different kind of kid out here. Yeah. But she's cute as a bud, but she's stubborn as a mule. And I was like, wonder where she got that from. Bye, you sugar sister. You on my mind. Hello, sweetie. How are you? Are you at work? On your way to work? You are so welcome. Don't let him get. Girl, please. No, they can't have that hat. That's one of a kind. You said that was the first one off the left. No, no, no. And you told me I could press the brim to set it. I like it just the way it is. I do. Because when I fold that one, the front piece back, and I put that hat pin you put in there with it with that little starfish on it, please. I'm good, girlfriend. I'm good. I love it. Yes, I do. My sister came over. She said, "Ooh, where you get this from?" I said, "Don't touch my hat." Oh, people think I'm tripping, but as you can see, I have a different chapeau on tonight. Okay, let me. Well, I got you guys in here. I'm a do a little poll here. Do you like the hat this way or this way? Which way do you like? The lace or the flowers? I thought I would be colorful today with the glasses and the lipstick and the neon shirt. I glow in the dark now. Oh, wellness for frugal mama. What's that, girl? How are you? Uh, I'm home at the moment. I'm going to work in about 5 hours. Oh, okay. Oh, you doing 11? Mm-hmm. Flowers in the front. Okay. Either way is nice. Okay. Yeah, I do that with my hats, you know. Some hats have a tag inside of them to let you know what's supposedly the back and the front. I'll switch it up according on what I'm wearing. If I had a nice what they call it, beige or taupe color lace blouse, I would turn around and have the lace in the front. Try to just, either jazz it up or jazz it down. Hard to pick. Both are cute. Thank you. All right. For some of you ones who are gardeners in the chat, the question I posted is, we as content creators, do you feel that your information is useful to others? And that could be anybody, whether it's coworkers, neighbors, family members, friends. If they ask you about gardening, do you feel that the advice that you give them, do they accept it, think about it, or do it? Because I actually fell out with a friend because I told her what to do and she didn't do it. She did something entirely different. She got mad at me because it didn't work out. And I told her, I said, if you wasn't going to listen to what I had to say, why did you even ask? Yeah. And my granddaughter used to always say, Google it. I thought she could have Googled it. She said, why should I Google it when I have you? I said, well, why do you ask and don't listen? That's not everybody, but I done had one or two. What's up, 10? The educated naturals. How are you, hon? Liz B. Journey. What's up, Liz? How are you, sweetie? Thank you. Flower part in the front. Okay. Backyard, you like the flower. Okay. PIA said, I do my best to make my content useful from what I know and have learned. Okay. Yeah. I really enjoyed watching you, PIA, when you were trying to get your greens, your brassicas, and you had them covered, but somehow maybe a moth got up underneath there and they was laying eggs everywhere. So you was trying to clean it up and save it. Now if you think that you had a friend or a neighbor who had the same issues and you would suggest to them in regards to the netting to put over them to help keep those pests out, um, do you think they would actually listen to that advice, or do you think they just like asking because they didn't have nothing else better to do? Nikki, I know you have a very nice garden. Do you have issues with anybody saying, okay, well, you only know X, Y, and Z. You don't know anything about A, B, and C? Because everybody in here has, some kind of garden of some sort, whether it's raised beds or whether it's grow bags or whether it's pots of all different sizes. Some people have hanging baskets that they grow herbs and other strawberries and stuff out of them. Some of them had green stalks. I mean, there's so many different ways to grow. And when I say raised beds, it could either be dug up with loose raised, or it could have a enclosure like wood or whatever. And a lot of people are getting into the galvanized metal beds. And some people are realizing that if they want to continue growing because of health issues, they're getting the taller beds that has drainage to them so that they don't have to bend over so much. So, hey, oh, the New Orleans gardener. What's up, Miss Linda? How are you? You say you're in your garden but listening. Okay. I was suggested PIA, but it still didn't work. Those worms remain disrespectful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you put forth a good fight. So next time you know how to do it. Everybody saying hello to one another. Gail Hooper, our little girl picked up some supper so late. Oh, okay, that's okay. Do what you got to do. That's your family. Handle your business. You passing through and giving me a holler, and I appreciate that. Hey, Drill, how are you? Yep. Hope everybody's feeling good in here tonight. If anybody has been sick, there's people that we haven't seen in a while that has been missing. I hope some of you guys had a chance to reach out and say hello to these ones to let them know that we're thinking about them. PI, would just all my life, I had to fight. Okay, Oprah. Oh, yeah, that can be a challenge. This is Bliss. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. If you have a channel, or can you let us know what state and growth zone that you live in? We got a couple of new folks that popped up in here tonight. Let's say hello to these new ones. Bayou Sugar said, I think my information is useful to my family, and especially since the recalls, they've been asking questions and listening. Yeah, yeah. I like how you did that on herbs. A lot of people don't know about herbs, how far back they went in our families. Yeah, I just recuperating from all the fun. I love you all. Okay, well, have a good one now. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Greetings, everyone. Happy Thursday. Everybody saying hello. Hey, Karen's Little Garden. Hello. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Yes, welcome, newcomers. Thank you all for coming in. Channel. Okay, Laura said channel 8. Okay. Jeanette Cruising Homestead. Hello. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Psalms 146 says, I'm the one who didn't listen to good advice and paid for it. Mike had told me to wait longer to make sure the aphids weren't in the house, but I got impatient and planted too soon. Lesson learned. Yeah, some of us learn the hard way. Yeah, we do. Although I am not a content creator, I feel that I have learned so much from our community. Friends and family do ask about gardening stuff. I will tell them or send them to others, our community. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's nice to know that you feel confident enough in the rest of us that you don't mind directing them to our channels, or, to check out certain things, especially if you have a lot of those content creators in your grow zone. I have a channel, Texas. Oh, okay. And drills. Yeah. Drills, do you have anybody asking you about information on how to garden, and then it's like going through one ear and not the other? And you kind of look at them and like, why did you ask? This is Bliss. Yes, you're a content creator. Channel is this Bliss of is that RV Bliss? We garden to Maryland Zone 7A. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. All right, you on the East Coast. All righty. You up there with all that snow and high winds too. Yeah, that's a battle in itself. LGGJ. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Yes, indeedy. You saying hello to everyone in the chat, which is nice. Yeah, so I want to hear some more opinions. I would like to hear some more opinions about what do you think? Because we have channels. Some of us go live, some of us don't. Some of us like doing shorts. Some of us do more than just garden. So, but I was speaking of garden specifically because last week I was talking about recalls. We got recalls on food, drugs, cars, all kinds of stuff that are having recalls. And I'm noticing more and more women in the community. Might be a few guys, but I haven't heard a whole lot from them in regards to making their own, how do you say, tinctures, okay, for stomach aches, for toothaches, um, like Miss Sherry. I've been using that castor oil, rubbing it on my legs. I have problems with circulation in my legs. I've been rubbing them down with the castor oil. Not only have it helped ease up some of the pain, it also helped ease up some of the dryness because I have to wear compression stockings all the time. I got them on right now. So certain things you want to test and try for yourself to see if it works for you, because not everything that you hear and see is going to work for you, but it doesn't hurt to try certain things if you feel that you're going to benefit in the long run, or someone that you love. The analytic gardener, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Drill said yes, they aren't ready yet, but I'll be there when they are. Well, that's good. That's the right kind of attitude, because sometimes you get tired of people asking you stuff, and then at other times you just like they don't get it yet. In a minute, everything's gonna start clicking, and they'll be beating my door down. So yeah, I can see that. That's a possibility as well. Looking forward to good evening. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Appreciate you. Hey, Wanda Carr Jones. Thank you for stopping in. To everyone in chat, my family listen to the advice that I give them. Now, isn't that nice? That's nice. Now, my siblings, they garden too, because my mom garden. I actually come from a family of gardeners. Everybody garden. I have a brother who's a chef, so he's really into garden. I had to beat him up when he come over here because he want to take all my herbs when they're doing real well. He'll wipe me out if I don't stop him. I said you can have some. I didn't say take the whole daggone plant. PIA say, I look at the vegetables in the grocery store and I'm afraid to buy most of them. Yeah. Jeanette Cruiser said, I don't think I know enough to help anyone yet. I'm still learning in gardening. Well, that's okay too. We're all learning. Let me tell you, as long as I've been gardening more than 65 years. Okay. And I'm still learning. There's always something out here. Gardening is never ending. There's always something new that you can learn in gardening. I've learned about so many new seeds, fruits, vegetables, trees, flowers, about bees. I'm constantly learning something new every day from somebody in our community. So my mom always said, you're never too old to learn. If you don't learn something new during the course of the day, that means that you was running your mouth too much to listen to what's going on around you. So I've learned to sit back sometime and just be observant of others around me, of what they're doing and what they're saying. And hopefully during the course of that 24-hour period, I will have learned something new. Same way with gardening. Everybody's channel is different. I don't care how many times we hear about all the different people in our community that grows figs. Everybody might not have the same effect on their figs. A lot of you guys are able to put your figs in the ground and grow these humongous trees, whereas I can't do that. I have to bring my figs in every winter. PI says, my brother Jeffrey listens to me. Hey, Brooke, what's up, my internet cousin son? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate it. Brooke, I was putting out the question, we as content creators, do you feel that your information is useful to others? What is your opinion on that? And actually, I'm going to drop the link so that if you want to come up and put in your nickels worth, I went up from 2 cents. I'll give you at least a nickel. This is Blitz says, I had 2 family members that recently started in their states. Happy that I could be a motivation. I just show what I do. Don't teach, just show my trials and errors and try to be somewhat entertaining. Okay. All right. That's okay that they even want to take the time to do that. Okay, Maria Graham. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you for stopping in. You have a good evening. All right. Appreciate you. Mike says, my content is random nonsense. No, it's not, Mike. You got between you and GT, you got a whole lot of people out here doing hydroponics. I've never seen so many women jump in on that wagon so quick on the hydroponics. You can see on the videos, they might have a hydroponic unit sitting up in the kitchen windowsill or in their office or on the counter or even in their bedrooms. So between you and GT on these hydroponics, please, got them blew them up. I guarantee you, since this community has developed and grown, we have blown up a lot of people when it comes to sales on certain items. Brooke said, I think I can help people. You can learn a lot from a dummy. That used to be a commercial too. But I don't think you're dumb. You're far from it. I don't think anybody in here think you're dumb. Yeah, yeah, tell them, PIA. Tell them they don't know how to act. Yeah. I'm trying to give my kudos in regards to him and GT on this hydroponics. Yeah. Yeah, he does. And bro, what you just Broke just did what? 11,000. So he gonna tell me he got people listening to him in his house coat and all, and his custom made mug. Him and Calvin, so good gardener. So I don't even want to hear that. And that's another thing. You guys with the numbers, people are drawn to your personality. By them being drawn to your personality, they have a tendency of listening maybe just a tad more into what you have to say regarding gardening. And I enjoy that. When you're out in your garden, you love to be there because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. You get a sense of peace. You get a sense of joy. You get a sense of just being able to get your hands dirty, and because you can wash them in soap and water and they'll be clean again. It's just something about being in connection with the earth that just seems to make your body come alive, relax you. You sleep better once you work out in your garden, whether it's from exhaustion or just in contact with the soil itself. Your pride in growing something and something good at that. Hey, there go my VP. What's up, Vision Preparedness? How are you? And thank you for that, y'all. You hear what he said? Don't forget to smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this is Bliss says, love the gardening community. Oh, yeah, we awesome. We have so many brilliant people. I love all the different ideas. I love all the different perspectives of how they see or vision how their yard should look and function. You see the different journals that people buy and gift for others, so that they can have something to go by. Sylvia, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah. Agree with all you said about gardening connection. Yeah. We got the right hookups right here. These bodies of dirt love being in the dirt. Yeah, that's true. From dust we came, to dust we shall return. So yes, you hit the nail on the head. And that's part of our connection with our gardens that we feel so engrossed in. Because sometimes, have you been out in your garden and just forget about time? You'll be out there for hours on end, and you might look at your phone, or if you wear a watch, your watch is like, oh snap, I've been out here X amount of hours, because you're relaxed and you're in they say in the zone. Yeah. It's just something about gardening that's therapeutic. Looking forward to says all of our channels are so good. I agree with Miss OG, between your personality, the info, and the jokes. I absolutely love it. Much respect. Thank you. Mwah. I appreciate it. I just like, this is me 24/7, 365 days a year. My friend said, girl, you still crazy. It keeps my sanity. Even when I'm feeling a little down and depressed, I smile and I push through it and I keep it moving. I can't be a Debbie Downer. If I have to be a Debbie Downer, I stay home out of everybody's way. Yeah. And then that's when I go out and work in my garden. Yeah, PIA. I love them too. Mike said, that's why I'm late. Lost track of time. Yeah, you can. Yep. I'll be working out in the garden and I look and I was like, oh, or if I don't get a notification, that's what pissed me off. When I finally decide to stroll through to see who's coming on next, they might be just about going off. And I'm just like, what happened? I didn't get that notification. Yeah. And every now and then I'll sleep to somebody. My nap time sometimes come a little earlier than usual. Yeah. Bro Farmer said much love to the community as a whole. Yeah, we are. And that's why I like the Soil Family Expo. Man, my back was hurting. I got squeezed and hugged so tight, kissed and oh boy, it was just awesome. All the genuine love that we have for one another as content creator, whether it's gardening or crafts or whatever. Mike said I was in the garden with the squirrels and rabbits and birds, like a Disney cartoon. I can see that, Mike. I can actually see you looking like that. I can. I bring it every day. What's up? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I can see Mike standing in the middle of the garden. Oh my goodness, I can see Mike's neighbors looking out the window going like this here. Oh, I would have loved to have seen that. Yes, indeedy. Um, I have neighbors who want to learn about gardening, and then once you start telling them the little odds and ends of stuff they need, they's like, that costs money. Well, tell me what is out here that doesn't cost money. I'm not telling you to buy the store. I'm telling you the lightest and easiest way. Like lately, I've been watching everybody talking about raking leaves, uh, free mulch. Well, I got a big pile out here right now that I raked from last year that's already starting to break down. And leaf mold is a really good fertilizer for your plants. And I have broken twigs there too. And I've been piling it up and saving them because I knew I had a couple of galvanized beds that I wanted to fill. So now our fall is already starting here and leaves are starting to fall again. So that gives me that much more leaves. And sometimes I'll put them on top of my raised beds to help from soil erosion and also to attract more earthworms to my raised beds. So yeah, I'm saving my leaves too. Uh, the analytic gardener says Mike be out there like Ace Ventura, pet detective. Oh, I can see that. Mike says I have 6 squirrels at my feet are begging for peanuts. Oh, Mike, you got your own little private zoo. They want to garden but don't want to do any work. Yeah, and some people think that gardening is just I ain't that hard till they get out there. Then it's a whole different story. There's not a person I've talked to that I didn't tell them that gardening is not hard work. Great information, OJ. What's up, David Cropper with the Chris out. What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fall is coming early this year. Yeah, they said winter is coming early this way too. Grammy's Journal. Hey, hon, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yes, 90 degrees and leaves falling a lot. Yeah. Yes, it's fall here in zone 6B already, and leaves are falling. And I take my blower and I just blow them all in the corner. I don't bag them up, I don't shred them. A lot of that stuff is already been broke down from last year, so I'm just getting a new batch. So hopefully I get my nephews over here this Sunday to shovel that stuff up and take it over and start filling up my boxes so that I won't be planting anything in them this year, but I'm prepping them to be ready for next year. So all I need to do is add soil on top because I got plenty of twigs and plenty of leaves. This Bliss says, thank you for that. I'm on the right track with the leaves. Got nothing but trees in the backyard using for new raised bed. Yeah, also grass clippings. If you got still have grass, if you have a catcher on your lawnmower, you can use that mix with the leaves, and that will even heat your pile up more. Hey, Odom, Odell, thank you for stopping in. That'll heat it up and break them down that much faster. You got the green with the brown. Sylvia says, I have two new beds coming, and leaves from last year will be going in the bottom. Yeah, I got cardboard in the bottom of mine, and so I'm adding all these broken limbs and stuff that we had from that big storm last month. I just broke them up and piled them up on top of the leaves. So I'm just throw all of that in there together. Jeanette Cruising said last year we made a nice pile of leaves and stuff from the garden and piled it up, and this year it's started growing green, and now it's the morning glories that are all over that pile. Yeah, they reseeded. Yeah, those gonna be hard to get rid of though. Wood ash, please. Yeah, from bonfires and what have you outside. Yeah, yeah, and and if you have your leaves out in the lawn, you can put a bag on it and shred your leaves with the grass at the same time. That's always an easy, instant combination. You don't have to do anything but just take the bag and dump it. Put a catcher on it instead of mulching it. Put a catcher on it, and then that way you're mowing the lawn, collecting the leaves, and it's already mixed together, and it heats up real fast. It draws earthworms like you wouldn't believe because of the decomposition of the leaves and the grass. It's so cool. I love watching nature like that. I had a corner in my yard that was hard pan clay. I mean, it was so hard pan clay till when it rained, the water would sit there for almost a week. And then the worms, when I put the grass and I just dumped the grass clippings and leaves shredded together on top. And once I pulled it back after about 2 weeks, you see all these holes in the clay where the worms had tunneled up through it and was grabbing the leaf mold and pulling it back down in the hole. And then by the end of the year, you could literally put your hand in the soil and it was just pure compost. The worms had aerated it to the point where the drainage was superb. There was no more wet area, and the soil was so rich and beautiful. I was growing all kinds of stuff in that spot until the groundhogs decided they wanted to eat everything in that corner. Miss OG, what will you be doing with your green stock during the winter? I have green stocks too. Well, since mine's on wheels, I actually have the fabric, some tulle, and I'm gonna make a cover for it and roll it in the garage until the spring. I mean, if it snows, I'm not growing anything in it. Hey, CC, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, CC, I was watching your video about how you're gonna tie your greenhouse down if that storm come through. You get some strapping from that orange box store or the blue box store, and see if you can tie that down with that. That might help. Odom said, it still rains here, Miss Shirley. I've been looking for rain with the flashlight. Honey, I got Indians out here going, hey, hey, it ain't rain. It ain't rain since that storm, okay? my little kitty pools and dried up again. My rain barrels is getting low. Yeah, I got them out here doing a dance for me trying to find some rain. It's a little dry because this is rough trying because it's been like in the 80s all last week and up until today it's been in the 80s early in the day. So I've been I gave my garden a good watering Monday because I've been gone up until today. When I went back, everything was looking a little dry. So I was dragging water, trying to water, I say, my most precious stuff, like my Miwok kumquat and my tree collards and my green stock. I was filling that up, making sure, and checking for pests and what have you. So yeah, you get to a point where it's just certain things that you rather look forward to getting. Like I said, I'm pulling up all my tomatoes. My tomatoes, that's a wrap. My bell peppers, oh, they kicking it. They act like now my other bell pepper plant, they're turning yellow. So I got bell peppers that's red and the cayenne. I got the red bell. I have regular green bell, and now I got some bell peppers that's turning yellow. So my peppers, I never had a problem with peppers. And with my jalapenos, excuse me. So my peppers this year, oh, they bumping, they slamming. You see how I did that pepper? You see that pepper I had the other day that was literally that big? Yeah, peppers is not an issue, but them tomatoes suck. And for the ones that finally did get to a certain part, the deer got to them before I could even taste it. So I just like bunk this, and I actually pulled some of my tomato plants up, and I'm gonna go out there early tomorrow morning in case it gets warm, and I'm gonna pull up the rest of them. There's no way that I'm gonna get any tomatoes of any size before the snow hit here. I'm not even gonna chance it. It's not worth wasting the money and the fertilizer. I just clean out the pots, take some shredded leaves and cover the top, and let them sit and wait for the winter. And then come spring, all I gotta do is pull the leaves back or just stir them up in there because they're gonna keep breaking down. Add a little slow release fertilizer, plant my stuff up, and keep it moving. I'm not tripping like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, my wasn't it? And it was so good. My grandson, I took the spaghetti over to the house, and I thought I was gonna bring the pot home and share it with my neighbor upstairs. He's like, I'm gonna eat some of that tonight. And I was like, oh, so I ended up leaving the spaghetti at my my granddaughter's house. Didn't think to bring a bowl home at least. My problem with peppers is I don't grow enough. Oh, snap a doodle. Oh, I'm doing what? You see what you got me doing? Got me sounding like Creek there. Oh, CC. Oh, man. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. My money, my money. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you, CC. Money in his house. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I've been taking things out early too. Yeah. Odom, I love your figs. Oh my goodness. I'm so jelly with your figs. I wish I could put mine in the ground. Are you overwintering your pepper plants? No. Mm-mm. Nope. I'll start them from seed inside, or I'll wait till the farmer's market and get me some starts. No, that's too much. That's too much. I don't have that kind of patience and time. Tamika Davis, thank you for stopping in. She's saying hello and happy Thursday to everybody. Oh, thank you, CC. CC, I was laughing at you because you was talking about them watermelons. She said, out of all that stuff that was running everywhere, you said you better find a melon in there somewhere because if not, they like, get out of here. There was a lot of vines running everywhere. I hope you find at least one up in there. I would personally be disappointed if you don't find at least one melon up under all them vines. Oh, that's too bad about your tomatoes. Mine are slowing down, but I had some pretty big ones we ate and canned. Yeah. Last year I had tomatoes up the wazoo. I ain't kidding. I had tomatoes up the wazoo. This year, I even had a volunteer tomato that came back from last year. And they were okay when they first started. But like I said, I have deer, raccoons, possum, groundhogs, and they think my yard is a smorgasbord. I even did a video about the deer meeting me out in the garden one Saturday morning on my way to the farmer's market. And that's why I was on my way to the farmer's market. Serena Norel, thank you. Joe's Truth, what's that, girl? Yeah, it's always a great day to be alive. Every morning when I wake up and I open up my eyes, and then it's the same ceiling I saw when I closed my eyes. It's the same ceiling I saw when I woke up. I say thank you. For real, for real. Serena said, I guess I should just pull the pumpkin vines. I never got any pumpkins off any of the three vines. That's up to you, sweetie. Can't make that call. Kenneth Wilkerson, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah. Bro, what was that you was talking about? Was it what was those pellets? I can't remember. I thought I wrote them down, but I write down so much stuff. Sometimes when I finally write down something and I look for it, I can't figure out what it is. I was trying to see the pellets you was talking about that you were putting in the yard that I think I don't know if you got them from like um not Harbor Freight. What's the other one? Hmm. Cece said the deer was trying to give you his grocery list before the for the farmers market. Yeah, because when I went through there, he had already ate all my tomatoes. He ate all my squash. He ate all my okra. Those are the same exact things I picked up at the farmers market. Everything they ate. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alfalfa pellets. I'm writing this down right now before that live jump and I forget. Alfalfa pellets. Okay. Uh, Bro, Sylvia, I say, do they really work? Tractor Supply. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. I knew what it was, but I couldn't think of it. I write that on there too, because I do go to Tractor Supply. I'm gonna write it down. When you get older, your memory's not always what it used to be. Mike say yes, they do. Cece says she got a 50-pound bag for $22. That's not bad at all. Think of it as dry super juice. Okay. Man, let me tell you, I just dropped a bunch of junk in my super juice. I had took all the old stuff that looked like it had nothing else left in it. I took it all out and I put it around my banana plant and another flower over the big tree, and they sucked that stuff right up. I had it mixed with some chicken manure, what they call chicken salad. Oh, that my banana plant just went bananas, and it's got two pups. I need to separate all of them. Uh, Sylvia said, I purchased some organic alfalfa and had them in my beds. Okay, Brooke said, I didn't fertilize for the last 4 months and all I added was alfalfa pellets and, okay, it just jumped. And granular fertilizer. And had them, oh, wait a minute. My chat keep jumping. I'm trying to get back to where I was at. Sylvia, I didn't fertilize for the last 4 months, and all I added was alfalfa pellets and granular fertilizer at the beginning of the season. Okay. So they slowly break down, so they don't instantly break down. So that's a good thing. Do you all have Atwood stores near you all? Never heard of it. No. Mike said, I got my garlic today, planting this weekend. I'm planting mine tomorrow, Mike. I actually had garlic that I planted last year. Some of them were small. Few of them wasn't too bad. I'm just taking them and pulling them apart and putting them right back in the soil. Uh, Serena said, the past 2 years, I have not gotten any elephant garlic from the clothes I planted. Any ideas why and what I should do to ensure that I actually get some? Well, um, I'm like you, Gil. I never heard of Atwoods. Uh, I planted my giant garlic, and mine didn't come up because my soil was too wet. It rotted. My soil held so much moisture that even when I put my hands in there, I knew it was too wet. So it depends on the conditions. I mean, no one knows. I mean, it could be bad soil, overwatering. It could be a million and one things, Serena. It's hard to say for sure. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to say stay hydrated after being sick. I'm trying to get my hydration par back up to par. Yeah, I've never heard of Atwoods either. What is it? Is it a hardware store or is it like the big box, orange or blue store? Sylvia I said, great. I love less work. I know that's right. Anytime you can put stuff on it. That's why I like rats. I had it on the tip of my tongue and I forgot. I have a granular soil that I use. I mean fertilizer that breaks down slowly that I like and Osmocote. I love Osmocote. I've been using it for a long time. It works for me. I don't know about you, but it works for me. Mike said, I'm converting my three sister bed to just garlic and onions. Yeah, you know what, Mike? I took a cement mixer. I have a small one and I have a large one. I'm using the deeper one for the little smaller carrots, and the other one I'm putting red onions and garlic in that too. And then I still want to line around the sides of my beds though. Looking forward to said broke farmer word. I'm trying those for next season. How do they do with container gardening? Should be just the same. Like you put onions in the fall. I like what is that? Oh, is that corn? Love garlic more. So this better use. So this better use for that bit. Okay, got you. Sylvia says she plant onions in November. Where do you get your garlic from? Everywhere. I an Italian store sells garlic here. We got an Italian grocery store. I go to the Asian grocery store. I go to the farmers market. I grow just about anywhere that really uses a lot of garlic in their foods. Also, a Mediterranean store. They normally have some nice sized garlic cloves. I mean, they have, you know, the bulbs. I mean, the bulbs with the big cloves in it. So, a lot of your specialty ethnic stores, to me, sells the better garlic cloves and bulbs. Atwood is a great store for supplies. Okay, we don't have that here. If they have it in Ohio, I haven't seen it in Cleveland. Mike said I got mine cheap in my garden, but probably sold out. Yeah, I had already. Baker's Creek had sent me a thing for an advance if you wanted to buy the giant garlic, ordering it early because they sell out fast. Looking forward, I put some in my citrus plants. It seems to help. Really? Hmm. I can try that because I definitely got them. Oats was gone first 4 hours. Yeah. Official Jamia, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Gail says, Sylvia, where do you live? I'm in Wisconsin. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Atwoods is like a tractor supply. Okay. All right. Yeah, but we don't have one. But see, now that you just said that, when I go to another state, I'll be looking for one to check it out. I buy tools and supplies like men do. Most of my male friends said my toolbox look better than theirs. I used to work at the orange box store a long time ago, and I used to go to the hardware department, and I would get the scratch and dent tools that came out. Please, drills, saws, pliers, whatever. hmm Which onion spice is always sounding like a bear or lion? Garlic. Oh, garlic. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Oh, you like Dr. Earth? Yeah, I've tried him too. Oh, Sylvia is humpback eye, crooked letter I. Oh, okay. I used to say that's how we used to spell Mississippi as kids. Oh, the manager of Atwoods paid for my 4 cattle panels. Ooh, that's sweet. Cattle panels ain't cheap, even the smallest one. Yeah, I don't think Nightbot locked me anymore, Sylvia. I mean, CC. Yeah, I've been trying to get things Nightbot. Yeah, I've had at least 4 people go in there with me for Nightbot, made Nightbot a moderator, and he still, I don't know. I won't go out on a date with him or what, but he just don't like me at all. Hey, Francesca, how are you? I just finished supper with the family, fresh vegetables from the garden, and a roast beef from my own cow. I rest. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, that's what I'm talking about. There's no recalls on anything from beginning to end on that dinner, and everybody ate happy and healthy. You can garlic from the store. Did you leave out a word? You can grow garlic from the store to plant. Yeah, yeah, any store. I mean, people go for what's that? Whole Foods and a few other places. They buy garlic. You can buy garlic from anywhere, actually. But I seem to find out that when you go to the specialty international stores, ethnic stores, they're usually not sprayed. Some of it, sometimes you get is already sprouted and just stick it in the ground, and they normally are bigger garlics than the ones in the supermarket, and they don't cost you as much either. Because my Asian store, did you see the size of the, what was it? Was it ginger? It was ginger. I was getting ginger and turmeric bulbs and stuff like this, where if you go into the local stores, they like this and they want to charge you a lot more per pound for 12 $15 for a pound. I'm like, and then they bought no big, no. Got to shop around and go for where the good bargains is and to get your money's worth. Uh, Sylvia said, David, you never grew garlic from store purchased garlic. So what is he talking about, huh? Tell him, sit in the back seat. Gail says she gets her garlic at Costco. Okay. I got some from the grocery store. I'm looking for hard neck. That's why I buy it everywhere but the grocery store. Oh Lord, here goes Psalms. Psalms. Now she was in here earlier at the beginning talking about she got to go cook dinner. And then she didn't came out the woodwork saying, "I heard Wisconsin go Bucks." Wait a minute, this ain't no commercial for no football. Football, basketball, any of them balls. No. What does Idaho? She she holds the mirror. What? What does Idaho? She holds the Maryland. I don't get that. Out in Wisconsin, he stole the new brand's key. All right, not making sense there, Serena. You lost me somewhere. Francesca, my son, is that's supposed to be grew a leak in his friend's boat, and then he told him his boat has a leak in. Oh, your son threw a leak in his friend's boat. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all get corny and corny up in here. Y'all telling dad jokes now. Ah, why was the garden losing so much water? Because of all the leaks. Okay, that made sense. I got that one. When is a good time to drop garlic? Now while the ground is still warm and it can, can germinate and start to develop roots to get itself prepped for the change in the weather. So yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. I need to get some ginger and turmeric. My turmeric never came up, so I'm gonna try it again next year. But my ginger is phenomenal this year. I can't wait to pull it up, wait for it to die back so I can start pulling it up so I can do a video. Serena said, why did the gardener hire a plumber to fix the leaks? Okay. David says, Sylvia, yes, I did. This is how I got all that I have. Okay. So you got your garlic from the regular store, David, like Costco or supermarket? Juicing with Jay. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I was doing taps for you, Jay, on that fruit. Yeah, I know you hated to cut it down. Garlic has about 6 to 8 bulbs, so it makes a lot more. Okay. You see that, Jermaine? Mike says anytime before the frost. And that's why I said normally while the ground is still warm. So your plant can acclimate itself, get roots established before it goes into hibernation while making that bulb. The glamour planner. What's that, girl? Ooh, Yeah, I'm saying just ask a question. Somebody in here know the answer. Which I love. Everybody saying hello to one another. Fiesta Supermarket. Okay, never heard of them. I got supermarket garlic to grow from last fall. Okay. Where you know what? It doesn't make a difference. It's up to you. You know, everybody got a preference in regards to where they go to get whether it's seeds, starts, bulbs, tubers, plants of any kind. Everybody has a preference. You know, like was it the other day they were talking about, but this is mainly in the warmer and southern states where they got fruit trees and stuff marked down. Man, we ain't seen a fruit tree since May, June. Okay, in the northern states up here, they don't have markdowns or fruit trees or berry bushes. Like sometimes at Wally World, they might have blueberries or whatever marked down to $1 or $2. But this year, the Wally World in my neighborhood, they didn't get fruit trees or berry trees. If I wanted them, I had to go outside the city. Uh, PIA said, how far apart do you plant the bulbs of garlic? I plant mine maybe about 2 to 4 inches apart. I mean, if it's coming from a smaller bulb, they're not going to get super big. So, yeah, 2 to 4 inches apart for me. I have not grown turmeric in 3 years. The first time I grew turmeric, I got enough to last for years. Oh, that's sweet. I just want to get it to go at one time. I can grow ginger like it's nothing. I have three, no, I got one 5 gallon bucket and two in two huge pots. And every day I go out, it's a new stock coming up. And some of them already got about 5 or 6 stocks. And I looked in there today and I see a couple of them like that and one coming through the ground. And I mean, they're steady popping up. So I'm going to have some nice ginger this year. I'm really looking forward to it. And see, just certain things that I can grow that the animals don't like. I got lemongrass up the wazoo. I've been giving out lemongrass like nobody's business and telling them how to, steep it and make teas and stuff from it. And they don't bother the lemongrass. They don't bother the peppers. They don't bother the ginger. They probably won't bother turmeric if I ever get it to grow. It's just certain things that they don't bother. Official Jamia said, I'm in Florida, so the ground is always warm. Yeah. Uh, David says garlic needs cold temps to bulb. Yeah, just like certain fruit trees, they got to have X amount of chill hours in order to uh, produce fruit. I have sunchokes that never flower. Will they produce? I don't know. Normally, the fruit or the comes from the flower, so I couldn't tell you on that, Gail. I don't know. Does anybody in the chat know? She says she has sunchokes that never flower. Will they produce? And normally, most fruits and vegetables come from the flower. Okay, Sylvia says she plants garlic about 6 inches apart. Okay. Sunchokes to me look like uh, I just got to talk about it. Ginger. But since who's growing the sunchokes, tell them what it is from what I've seen in the store. I've never had them. I never eat them. I've seen them. I've heard them, but I never tasted them. Gail, they should know that it's cooler as long as no freeze. So they're saying cooler temperature should give it a heads up. Hey, Healy Means. Girl, you can come do my hair. Twist it up, lay it down. But I liked all the styles you had. Thought they were cute. David said crop 2 to 3 inches apart. See, I said 2 to 4. Jerusalem artichokes. Ah, that's what they are. Okay, so that's what they call them, sunchokes. Another name for them. See, I've heard of that a long time ago, but since I don't really get into it, I didn't remember it and how it interacted with other ones. So thank you very much for that update and that reminder. See what I'm saying? You get to talking to folks in our community. Somebody knows something because everybody has their own specialty or something that they have tried. Like I said, I've seen sunchokes in the stores. I've seen them grown in people's gardens, but I never tasted them and knew what they were like. But we have someone here who does and knew exactly the what they call layman's term for sunchokes as Jerusalem artichokes. Educating, that's a question. Is it best to use roll covers or plastic to cover plants for the winter? Roll covers. Plastic next to the leaves on some plants will burn them or suffocate the leaves. And a roll cover that's not too heavy that will crush them. Because some people use, uh, what is that? The painters, tarps, but they might have some hoops over them to keep from the weight of it to crush it and keep the snow off of them too, because that will make them heavy and will crush your plants underneath as well. Um, for some of my plants this year, I'm going to get some of that burlap and wrap my plants in the burlap. And then on the outside of the burlap, I'm going to take bubble wrap to help insulate a few things just to see if I can do that instead of keep bringing certain things in and out of the house every year. Felicia, what's up, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping in. Girl, I be trying to stay up. Sometimes I'll turn y'all on. You, Duval, Mona, and Georgia Peach Nut. And I'll be listening to y'all until I fall asleep. Sometimes I wake up in between and y'all still might be on there. And then sometimes I just went off, but I try. See, I get up early in the morning. Now I say I'm literally up all day. I can genuinely say up all day. So by the time you guys come on, I'm about spent. Sylvia, I said I try to plant all large pods. Yeah, yeah. Turmeric plants are beautiful. Yeah, I've seen them. They are. It's just that it to me, you really need to have patience for turmeric here in the northern states. See, in the warmer states, they might come up a little faster. It takes a little longer in the cooler states because once we get warm weather, it doesn't consistently stay warm. It might stay warm for 3 or 4 days and then the temperature drops. Our plants don't know sometimes if they're coming or going because, like 2 weeks ago, we were getting nights down to 40 degrees. We was actually getting frost. And then less than days later, we was like 88, 93. So your plants go through a dramatic change in the temperature, and it shocks your plants. Sometimes they don't know whether to go into hibernation or to produce. And then once they start pushing out, then the temperature drop again. Like last week, like 3, 4 days, it was jacket and hoodie weather. There wasn't no tank tops. If you had a tank top, it was under that hoodie or jacket. Yeah, Sylvia, true that. Bigger clothes gives you bigger pods. Yep, yes they do. Uh, my turmeric is up good, but your ginger just rotted. Mine did just the opposite. My ginger came up and my turmeric. I don't know if it rotted or not. I know it just didn't come up. I planted it. It never showed up. Never grew sunchokes. Yeah. I think the majority of us haven't. Might have seen them, just didn't know what they were. Jerusalem artichokes. Okay. How many people in here have actually eaten a sunchoke? Show of hands. Great substitute for potatoes if you want less starch. Oh, okay. Yeah, Healy, you all into that now. Get them steps in, the exercise and diets. Brooke saying hello. Healy says, I have some in a 15-gallon container now. Looks like a sunflower up top. Okay. Well, that should be pretty. All right, fresh and fire. What's up? What's up? Watching in the bushes, finishing up dinner. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do. My grandson, he gave me some stuffed peppers, and I ate. I ate the inside. I didn't particularly like the pepper itself. It didn't come from the garden. To me, it was kind of the skin was too thick. This inside seasoning was good, but I didn't like the outside. I didn't speak personally. Okay, David. I'm just happy to see you here. Uh, 10 says, yes, I'm making the hoops, but wasn't sure what cover to use. Yeah. Now, if you use a tarp and make sure it's tight going across the top, that serves a lot of purposes because it will hold in the heat because you won't have all those dips and gaps in it. It'll help keep the soil off. The snow off. But the only thing about it, if you're in a rainy season, your plants will never get wet if you use some of those tarps because they repel a lot of water. It has to be really saturated for the plants to get wet underneath. So you got to be mindful of that as well. Gail says she had hers and a bucket too, but they never flowered. Okay. You say PIA Cropper, you slipping. All right. Natasha Kemp, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody saying hello to one another. Healy says, Miss Shirley, I just came inside from sowing a second row of seeds in starter cups. The first row is doing okay, but I am pay better attention to this round. Okay. One row is always going to do better than another. According on when you plant them too. Girl Dad, cooking up deliciousness. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming in this evening. I'm waiting on you to cook me up one of them deliciousness. Hey, Growing with Hudson. What's up, Jihad? Miss you. How are you feeling, sweetie? Oh, I appreciate you. I do, I do, I do. I hope you're feeling better. Healing better and feeling better. Been missing you. The Adelaide Gardner says my tumor is looking great. I almost forgot that they were out there. Dang, I hear everybody. And I think originally I fell in love with growing turmeric by watching Dan. He used to be Dan Permaculture. Now he's Dan Food Forest. Yeah. Grow your ginger, your turmeric, and ginger as house plants. Oh, now you on to something now. I got a house full of plants. One more won't make a difference. Don't think I won't try it. Thank you, Jihad. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. You so used to growing stuff outside, and when somebody make a suggestion like that, you'd be like, "Duh, you should have came up with that with all the house plants you got." Because I've grown sweet potatoes as house plants too. Why not ginger and turmeric? I tried turmeric and ginger, but both died. We'll try again. See, that's what's amazing about our community. We don't mind telling each other of our successes and our failures. And just when you think you can't grow something, somebody else is growing it well, and vice versa. And like we come from all different, garden levels and zones, what have you. But it's just nice to hear that people don't mind, admitting that I can grow this, but I can't grow that, or I tried this and it didn't work for me, and I tried that and it did wonderful. And then it's like stuff y'all talk about, and I was like, I heard and seen it, but I never personally tried it. And the first thing you ask is, how did it taste? What was you growing it in? Was it in the ground? Was it in a pot? Was it in a 5 gallon bucket or a 15 gallon bucket? Or did you bring it in? Did you leave it outside? And see, G HUD just gave me an idea. Don't think I won't try to grow ginger and turmeric on the inside. Ain't nothing but something to do. I got plenty of pots and plenty of windowsill in the dining room. Don't think I won't drop some in there. You ain't said nothing but a word. Thank you. So true. Most times, if you leave them alone, they'll grow better. Yeah. When you pamper stuff, that's when you kill it. When they're in nature, there's nobody out there pampering it. Yeah. Put it in the ground and walk away. Leave it alone. And look, I said, she didn't say my ginger looked bad or it died or it didn't look good. She said my ginger looks rough. How does ginger look rough? Explain that. I don't get it. Oh, that's funny, but how did ginger look rough? I mean, it's at least looking like what? Oh, he mean says it's still in the low to mid 80s in Southern California. It'll cool down into the 70s for a couple of weeks, then warm up again in October. So I have time to get this round going. See, we normally have what they call Indian summer around this time. We didn't get it this year. Indians took a break. And Lady Gardner said, never had sunchokes. Neither have I. But it's interesting. Now that I see them in the store, now I'm going to buy one just to taste it to see what it's like. Eels are a great source of iron, potassium, magnesium, and other minerals. And what? Now, okay, David, what are those? I don't know what those are. Is there another word for that? I don't know. I've had artichoke before. I've had an artichoke before. I never had a Jerusalem artichoke or a sunchoke. So I think that's what I'm saying. Pi, what are those? Is there another name for that we don't know about that you can help us to? Sylvia said, I grew some orange, leisure sweet peppers this season. They are sweeter than the red ones. Both are delicious. I actually picked up a couple of when I went to the farmer's market last week. I was like, "Ooh, that's what those are." So yeah, I tried it and I bit into one, and I was like, "Oh, that ain't bad. I like that. That's all right there." Psalms 146 says, it might be fun if we do a challenge this year to taste one vegetable that we've never had before. I haven't ever had sunchokes, rutabagas, or parsnips. That's not a bad challenge. Do you hear that, guys? Hashtag never before. Hashtag never before eaten. To try something we never had before. That would be for 2024. You hear that, Mike? Hashtag never before eaten 2024. Artichoke leaves dipped in melted butter is awesome. Yeah, I've had that. You take the leaf off, scrape the inside. Yeah, I've had artichokes. Yeah. Sarita said, "What do plants drink? A social gathering, compost tea." Okay. Fresh and Fire says, "I so want to try growing those sunchokes. The only thing that stopped me was folks saying they can get invasive." We'll put it in a pot. Someone said they grew one in a 15-gallon pot. So don't put it in the ground, put it in a pot. What do you do with parsnips? Someone gave me a bag. Uh, I cooked them. I cooked them down till they got soft and mushy and made them like mashed potatoes. Now that's the way I cooked them. They probably can be roasted, cut up in chunks, and roasted with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. Yeah, rutabagas are good. I've had those. Most house plants are tropical outside plants. We just raised them in the house. Yeah, I know. I have a pothos that I had that I still have for years. When I went to the Bahamas and we were at um, this big famous hotel, and they had a huge one growing up the side of the hotel, and the leaves were as big as this mirror behind me, and the roots was like this big around. This is the way they grow in the tropics. It's not the way they grow here in the house. Yeah, PI, they are more like carrots. They are the parsnips. Black Guns and Garden. What? Stop. You stopped in to see little old me? Oh, stop the madness. How you doing this evening, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping in. All right. Growing ginger inside is the only way I've been successful at growing it. Interesting. You can grow it inside but can't grow it outside? That's interesting. See what I say? Everybody got their own way of doing stuff and getting what they want, which is nice. I can grow dragon fruit in a container, 15 or 20 gallons. I don't have space to grow it in the ground. But you see Juicing with Jay, my man, he builds his arbors and pop them bad boys up. What up? There go my other daughter. Where you been? You been at the other garden spot? Gina versus Gina. Yeah, I know you got that big community garden out there. Come back with the crown, baby girl. Come back with the crown. Gina, the question tonight was, we as content creators, do you feel that your information is useful to others? Which flower requires eye protection to look at? Sunflower. Okay. That's cute. Francesca says, I've never grown ginger or turmeric, but would try it if we ate a lot of it. Now, you don't necessarily have to eat it, Francesca. Now, you can make fire cider with it. You can make a tincture from it, make an energy drink. You don't necessarily have to eat it per se. It's other ways to use it. What they call it, medicinal. So you can check that out. If the ginger is dying back, it gets time. It's time. It's getting time to harvest. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa. Juicing with Jay. Someone asked me if I could grow a dragon fruit from the attached stem on my dragon fruit. I seen who's drawing dragon fruit. CC. Oh my gosh. Gina versus Gina. Oh, thank you. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, oh, money in the chat. Thank you so much, daughter dear. Oh my goodness. Y'all just making my evening. I appreciate y'all. The ginger leaves are struggling because someone stepped on them. Oh, okay. Well, that do it. I'd be struggling too. Somebody step on me. You got some super juice or some 511 that might perk them up. Mike, you hear your girl? That ginger had a white T-shirt with a pack of cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve. Mike, you ain't right. You know that, right? Hey, Cassandra South Fulton. How are you? No, don't you see I'm doing my live? Uh-uh. She mad at me because I've been gone for the last 4 days. Yeah, she wants me to pet her and play with her. I'll get to you after the live, okay? Mommy play with you then. She'll brush you and everything. All right. Yeah, she a little salty at me. Does ginger grow like potatoes? Um, yeah, well, the ginger part grows on the ground, but it has stalks. It has stalks that go straight up, and it has little leaves, little thin green leaves on them. Yeah, you can go on Google and pull up a picture of it, but ginger doesn't have vines. Potatoes, well, I'll put it like this: sweet potato has vines. Your other potatoes have stems to straight up that flower. Yeah. It tastes a little like potatoes and water chestnuts. Okay. I think ginger grows horizontally. Yeah, straight up and down. That's what I'm saying. When she said potatoes, there's different kind of potatoes that grows different ways. Because I've grown Redskin and Yukon, and they had flowers. They grew straight up and with a flower. When the flower came on, then after the flower, that knows that the potatoes pretty much full. Then after that, they die back and you should be ready to pull them. So it depends on the kind of potato you're growing. That's right. Hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. Would be greatly appreciated. I'm not crazy about rutabagas. I love them. I've cut them up and put them in my green. You ever tried them? Don't try them by themselves. Try them with another vegetable. I have cut up rutabagas and put them in my collards and or mustards and turnips. And it was the bomb to me. But I was raised in the city from country parents and grandparents, so I got a lot of country ways. But when it comes to eating and cooking, country. Uh, Jeanette Cruising said Jerusalem artichokes are also called sunchokes, wild sunflowers. Okay, I don't know what that word is. What's that? I can't even see it. Uh, apples or earth apples according to Google. Okay, thank you for that info. Hashtag never eaten before. What is that, Mike? No. Oh, you got never tried before. Hashtag never tried before. Okay. Parsons tastes a little like carrots. They do. Salute. Oh, saute. This is salute. Saute and stir fried. Okay. That's good too. Yes. Yeah, tell them, Sylvia. Hashtag never eaten. What can we grow to make the challenge for 2024? We had 3 months. I'm thinking about a few root vegetables or hearty leafy greens. But that's what they got a hashtag going on now. Who's that? Tina growing out the box. Who's the third one? There's three of them. Oh, back to our roots. They got a hashtag collards and cabbage 2024. If you haven't heard about it, you got to go back and watch uh, that particular live for all the details. I actually dropped some cabbage and some. I found my Georgia collard seeds. Is your challenge Psalms? What's the number? What's the hashtag? Okay. Uh, what'd you say? Unloved your sign behind you. What, this one here? Like, share, subscribe. Show me that you like me. Just a little bit. Exactly, Miss Shirley. Parsnips roasted with carrots, potatoes, and garlic is delicious. Yes, it is. I'll add some sweet potatoes in there, not just regular white potatoes. Throw some sweet potatoes in there. Now you talking. Now I can eat that by itself. Yes, David, I said to my daughter, dear Gina versus Gina, about the crown for the watermelon queen, not king. So put your eyes back in your head, put your sunglasses on so you can't see what's happening. It's not the official watermelon contest is not over, Gil, till October 1st. So the folks still growing them, still looking for them. Yeah, I actually used to watch them do a contest. I forgot it was a year. It was a Scandinavian country where parsnips is a big thing, and they would take these clay pipes, like long, tall clay pipes, and they would have a contest on who can grow the longest parsnip. Parsnips can get as long as 18 to 20 feet because it's a root crop. And I mean, they will pamper these parsnips like, you see these um, pumpkin contests, see who can grow the biggest pumpkin, and they got them on flatbeds and they got them on blankets, and they cut all the other pumpkins off and grow just that one. Ooh, excuse me. Well, the parsnips is the same way. They grow that one parsnip in these long cylinder clay pipes, and they had a certain cutoff time, and then they would slowly and they would grow them in sand, and they would try to get all the sand out of it and slowly pull the parsnips out. And I mean, they would pull them all the way out, and they would win big contests and big money behind that. Yeah. Sometimes you sit back and watch some of these documentaries and stuff when you get bored sitting around the house, and some of them end up to be quite interesting. Don't say that out loud, Tien. She already spoiled. The Glamour Planner is on in 30 minutes. Thank you for that update. Oh, please, that child is so spoiled. Yep. Okay, I figured that's where you was at. Going there after work. That's right, Sylvia. David did not win yet. That's why I told him put his eyes back in his head and put his sunglasses on. Yeah, it does. Even though we don't feel sometimes that the people that we divulge our information to is always really paying attention and and using the information we give them to the best of their advantage. It might be someone else that might be listening and say, "Oh, I didn't know that," or "I would like to try it," or "Thank you for the info." So there are some grateful people out there who do enjoy the content that we have. Because when I'm out in my garden, I always have to stop. Somebody comes by and says, "Well, what is that?" I was like, "What? Which one?" I mean, it's a lot of stuff out here. Can you be a little more specific? That green stuff over there. Everything over there is green. So I was like, "Come here. Show me what you pointing at." Oh, Gail was talking to me, Sylvia. Oh my goodness. No, he didn't. Mm-mm. Hold your horses, David. October 1st. Yeah. Right? It's telling Psalms we need the hashtag. Okay. Rutabagas and collards with comb. David, what kind of spelling you doing? It's R-U-T with cornbread. What kind of bread you eating? I know cornbread. I don't know about cornbread. Tell them that Atlantic Garden. Rutabaga is delicious. That's right, Mike. Tell me hit that like button and show them that you like me. Just a little bit. David gonna act. He gonna act the fool regardless of what he say. He gonna what? Didn't I tell you? When I get off, I'll brush you. I knew what you meant, Francesca. I knew you wasn't being malicious. Oh, that's all right, sweetie. I thought I said back to our roots. Okay. I'll keep the cornbread and collards. Yeah. First video must be up Saturday. Oh, for the watermelon wars, Mike. Parsnips, I'm going to roast them or saute them. Okay. Yeah, they are good though. Hmm. Yeah, if you saute them, you know the routine, a little olive oil, or you might, or even a little butter, both, and salt and pepper. Sounds, would you please give Mike your hashtag for he have a baby? Yeah, they're good. And it's just like anything else. If you know how to cook them and throw that flavor in there, you'll be all right. Sylvia said she's gonna put her video up tomorrow, she hope. Oh gee. Gina, for real, Gina. Yeah. That's right. I said it and I ain't taking it back. I ain't scared. What you gonna do? Don't pay David no attention. Sorry, Mike, I wasn't looking at the chat. I like that idea. Hashtag never tried before 2024. But now I gotta figure out which one to buy and try. I'm intimidated by the artichoke since I don't know how to. But see, that's just it. It's you got cooking shows that you can check. I guarantee you, if you go into Google and drop that name of that particular vegetable, you'll get 99,000 different recipes on how to cook that one vegetable. And you can peruse through a few of them, see which one might interest you or make you want to salivate in trying it and do it. I mean, you don't have to buy the whole supermarket. Buy just a couple of them to try it. So it's not money wasted. But I guarantee you, if you take your time and cook them till they even tender, what they say, fork tender, you'll be all right. Yeah. Batman with Arthur Butler. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's my brother from another mother? Yeah. I already cooked dinner and ate. Oh, it's all right. You'll be cool for the rest of the night. Look at David, what you cook. Why? She ain't sending you a plate. Hmm. Tia, don't ask him that. Don't tell him what kind of answer he liable to come up with. Mm-mm. You don't eat it. Pork chops and gravy, rice and eggplant. Oh, okay. Oh, I eat all of that. Yes, indeed. How do you cook your eggplant, Sylvia? Have you ever made eggplant fries, like French fries? Oh, so good. With some ranch dressing. I like Rudy Red. Hadn't had one in years. Yeah, those are good. That and kohlrabi too. I mean, kohlrabi. Yeah, kohlrabi. Yeah, said it right. Neely said, "Gotta run." I clicked the like button and enjoyed the stream as always. Have a blessed evening, everyone. You take care and keep up that good work and exercising, girl. Keep it up. Keep it up. You'll get to your goal. Francesca says, I am thankful for that. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I didn't think so, sweetie. Hey, Albert, Veranda, where you been? Haven't seen you, huh? You okay? Uh, 10, you just haven't had somebody fix it for you right. I guarantee if I cook it for you, and it won't be mushy, it'll be just right. You'll like it. Oh Lord. Now, David sound like that commercial. You ever seen the two little brothers? And you say, "Give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything." That's David right about now. Every time somebody say he won't eat it, anytime put it on his napkin, he'll eat it. Everything is everything. How's your sidekick friend doing? How's she doing? Does putting baking soda in the hole with the tomato plant, really make the tomato sweeter? I've heard people using baking soda, but never heard that if it made the tomato sweeter. When I heard people using it was to help in regards to bottom rock. I want to try eggplant parmesan next time I cook them. Yeah, that's really good. Eggplant be tasting magically delicious, sauteed with bell peppers and garlic. Sylvia R. say, yes, love the eggplant fries, but tonight I sauteed it in butter and onions and garlic. Ooh, that's good too. Now, have anyone, now I love to take my squash, yellow crookneck squash with green zucchini squash, garlic, red onion, and white onion or yellow onion, and saute them all together down in some extra virgin olive oil, and then pour it over either rice or pour it even over mashed potatoes. Oh, talk about good eating. Oh my goodness. Oh, when I get into my love veggie thing, that's what I like. And it's so good. PIA, you won't regret it. Those roasted veggies with some roasted chicken too. And throw some of that fresh rosemary out of your garden on top of that chicken or either right up under the skin. Oh, please. Oh, you be ready to slap somebody. Yeah, you can do that too. Thank you, Bammett. She's good. Baking soda fight powdery mildew. Okay. On tomatoes? I ain't never had powdery mildew on tomatoes. I know I've sprayed milk on it, on squash and stuff, on the leaves for the powdery mildew. Mustards are called Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia says it it will have to be mustards. Don't put nothing in my collards. Put some meat. I hear you. I did that. I did. My granddaughter wanted some greens, and she said, "Grandma, make them the way you make yours." So I use smoked turkey, and I put that on, and I cook it halfway through. And by this time, I done washed and de-stemmed my greens and chopped them up, and throw a garlic clove off in there, and put my greens in it while it's cooking down. Now it's corn on who's eating. I like okra with my greens as well. Not everybody do, but if I'm making it for myself, I might cook it with okra. And sometimes I might throw a rutabaga cut up in there too. I mean, I'm real country. I love it all. I ain't picky. You either ate what was set in front of you or you didn't eat it all. So I ate it all. Yeah. Yes, Miss sure he knew what's yes indeed. Uh-huh. It's so good. So good. So good. Now see back in the day before people got hit to smoked turkey, which they did, but it was fat back and salt pork because you didn't have to add any more extra seasonings in there with that salt pork. But then they started complaining about high blood pressure and all the rest of it. So they started changing up the kind of meat. And then a lot of men don't eat pork. So then they started breaking out with the turkey. Because we also use ham hocks. And I love ham hocks too. Copper fungicide works best for powdery mildew. I put that on my irises when they got the spots, that fungus. Yeah, I've used copper fungicide. I got some right now in the hallway. How did you mention pottery mildew? I think that is what's on my pumpkin leaves. What do I do? Yeah, that's what we talked about. You can use the copper fungicide, or you can use some wheat milk and spray it on there. Some okra and oh, Sylvia, my kind of girl. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, okra. That part. What did Bama say? Ah, let me tell you. When I have you ever got a taste for something, and you just go and tear your kitchen up and just cook everything, and then you just eat until you just satisfied like a newborn baby and just sit back and unbutton your pants and go, oh, but then I had to go in and clean up that kitchen. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a mess. I've mixed kale with my cabbage. Now, kale and cabbage is good. Hey, Nettis, girl, where you been? You my girl. I've been missing you. I'm so sorry about your green stock with them nematodes. I just felt so bad because you ain't lying. That's a lot of dirt. Oh, see, it's soil when you put it in there, but it's dirt with them nematodes jacked it up. My heart was hurting for you so bad about the nematodes. Whew. I believe me, I felt for you. Serena said there's a 40% chance of a tropical storm or hurricane hitting the Gulf of Mexico. Don't know when. Yeah, I know, because even Cece was saying on her live regarding batting down her greenhouse and bringing her seedlings and stuff in because she was trying to prep because they didn't know if there's going to be high winds and a lot of rain or a combination of both. Yeah, Sylvia said she's been watching it too. So for anyone that might be in the path of the storm, I hope you're able to batten down the hatches, so to speak, before it hits you, and that you guys will be safe and let us know, you know, holler at us in somebody's live if you can. Excuse me, to let us know how you're doing and if you're okay. Did you say wheat milk, Miss Shirley? No. Wheat milk, I tried that. It gave me gas. I grilled all the meats. Oh, Mike, happy belated anniversary. Didn't know. I said, never tried before for me. I can do for the challenge. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a good challenge. Satisfied after just eating dinner and leaning back, reclining at the table. I wash these dishes tomorrow. I know that's right. Yeah. When you get in there, everybody say happy belated anniversary to my 25 years, did you say? That's nice. She loves you. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Shirley. I was defeated, but God is good and shall prevail. Girl, you know it all day long. Hmm. Yeah, I felt for you all the way. Yeah, say a happy anniversary, Mike, 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 Mike. What is this? It's Brother Mike's anniversary. Glorious anniversary to you and to the missus. Okay, everybody's saying congratulations, Mike. Yep, 25 years. She tolerated me. She got you trained. That's why. She know what she doing. Got a man that stays at home and cook and guard and stuff. I keep your butt too. Because some of these folks out here, I wouldn't give them the time of day. You cook, clean, and garden. Your butt ain't going nowhere. You be here from now on, Mike, till death do you part. Princess said, yes, PI. Mix 1 cup of milk with 4 cups of water and spray on both sides of the leaves on a cloudy day. The fats and the proteins in the milk coat the leaves and create a barrier that smothers the fungus. See, look at that. Boom. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody saying happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Country. Soil sister, what's up, girl? Grandma Lynn. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Thank you. Welcome. That's all right. So slide on in and slide out if you got to. Grandma Lynn, thank you. Can you tell us where you're from? If you have a channel, what state and grow zone, if you know that information, can you please put that in the chat so we can welcome you into our garden community? Thank you so much for coming in my chat this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody saying hi to Soil Sister. Oregon. Oh, okay. You was at West Coast? Do you have a channel? Are you a content creator of any kind? And do you know your grow zone? Francis Kiss says, yes, I don't use chemicals in my garden, so I know all different things I do to my own garden. Yeah, I could take friends to my garden and we can eat all day long because I don't spray and use anything. Grandma Lynn said, yes, we suffer from boredom on a daily basis. Yeah. Yes, been on YouTube for 11 years now. What's the name of your channel? Is it Grandma Lynn or is it something else? And I appreciate you stopping in this evening. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying hello. So your channel is Grandma Lynn. Okay. All right. I'll roll over there and check y'all, see what you about. Give you a holler. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate it. Y'all, it's been 2 hours. I've been talking nonstop. And I think the new method I found, if you notice, I didn't buffer not once tonight. It buffered at the very beginning. And then I turned off all the other devices in the house. And look, we had a beautiful evening this evening. Thank you so much, y'all, for coming in. I am Miss Shirley, OG Gardner in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Zone 6B. And I thank you that you all came in to say, look at me and watch me and laugh with me. And you showed me that you like me just a little bit. So I'm going to say like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm here every Thursday night from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Good night, Fresh and Fire. Good night, Grandma Lynn. Good night, Psalms 146. Good night, Soil Sister. Good night, my chaotic and happy belated anniversary. Good night, Francesca. Good night, F.R. Humphrey. Good night, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Good night to everyone who's coming to. Oh, and here she come now. Bringing up the rear. Hold on just 1 minute before I make this last call. Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do. And I stopped there. Hey, Lala, thank you for coming in this evening. We're on our way out the door. So thank you, Serena. Thank you for all you beautiful people. Granny's Journal. Thank you so much. PIA. And as I always say, enjoy your evening. And y'all come back now. You hear?